For Miller from Rick Bozich.
Yeah, hi, Miller. The first two games, you didn't shoot it, I'm sure, as well as you wanted to, but last night you came out aggressive. I think you hit half of your 4 threes. When you go through a bad stretch, do you go in the gym more and shoot more, or do you just forget about it? How do you process on to the next game?
Yeah, I just keep doing the same thing. It just, you continue. For me, it's just continuing the same routine I have. You don't get more, go in the gym and get more shots up and stress about it. It is what it is. Sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't. But, at the end of the day, you just keep being consistent and I keep doing the same thing. And, because I know I put the work in and, they're going to fall. So.
Max.
Hey, Miller, just want to ask you about that first three-pointer that you hit as well. That was one of your first big shots here at Assembly. How did that feel when you were able to finally kind of knock that down and really get into rhythm for the rest of the night?
Oh, it was good. I mean, Trey's made a great pass out of the double team, and I'm going to be in that situation, and so is he a lot during this season. So it felt good to finally make one and kind of just see it go in and it is what it is. And I was just, felt good to make one and help the team out.
Tom Brew.
Miller, I know this is all new to everybody with Coach Woodson and the staff here now, but can you talk to me a little bit about just how you guys feel like you've progressed through 3 games into all that you've learned with both the offensive and defensive systems and how it's equated in actual game time? Yeah, it's something we're all learning, on the fly. I think Coach Woody's learning too, about how to coach, everybody on the team. I think, excuse me. I think, really it's just it's a learning curve for everybody. Through the 3 games, we're still, we're watching a lot of film and learning. And I think after every game, we've gotten a lot better. So I think that's going to continue to be the case.
Mike Schumann.
Yeah. Hey, Miller, I'm guessing you see more than your fair share of Jordan Geronimo in practice. I mean, based on what you saw of him last night, is that similar to what you see every day? And how far can this guy go?
Yeah, he's still, I mean, people forget, he's still a sophomore, a young guy, I guess, even a freshman, if you think about the COVID year. So, he gets, I think, for me personally, I think seeing him in practice, he gets better every day. Whether it's just his ball handling, whether it's his decision making, what you can get from him in terms of the, athleticism and just flying around and, continuing to be active. That's the biggest thing with him is, he's so active, on the offensive end, defensive end, and, he's getting better every single day.
Alex.
Hey, Miller. Hope you're doing well. Just curious, your thoughts on Trace and how he's played these first 3 games. Obviously, you have a unique perspective in that you played against him the previous 2 years at Northwestern. It seems like defensively and rebounding, he's kind of taken his game to a different level this year. Would you agree with that? And what are some of the other areas that you've seen just him improve over where he was last season?
Yeah, I think one of the things is I think that's because of Coach Woody, and he's pushed him to, do more defensively and be an anchor down in the paint, protect the rim. And, he's definitely done that. So, that's something that, I've seen, in practice, Coach Woody really challenge him to contest every shot, block every shot. And, it showed off in the games.
Jace.
Hey, Miller, I know one thing Coach Woodson talked about. You guys have some goals. Yeah, obviously you guys have a lot of goals on the team, some of them statistical, such as less than 12 turnovers. I know one thing that you guys are constantly working on is just improving the free throw shooting. And as someone who shot the ball well from the line, throughout your college tenure at a pretty well clip, what is your kind of how do you constantly encourage your guys to shoot better from the line, or just how are you taking that role of just leading the team in free throw shooting, and how are you just trying to encourage your guys and help them improve just like mentally, being able to hit shots at the line?
Oh, a lot of it's reps, and a lot of it's, like you said, mental. Just going up there with confidence. My mentality, and I think everybody's mentality, should be when you get fouled is like, why would you do that? Like that's 2 easy points. It's 2 free points for me and for us. So I think that's just the mentality you got to have when you go to the free throw line. And, we get a lot of reps in practice, and it's just going to come, it's going to come with time. And, everybody, works on their free throws and works on their shots. So, I'm not worried about any of that.
Tyler.
Hey Miller, I hope you're doing well. You said that even when maybe you're not shooting up to what you would like, you keep the same routine. What is that routine? Is there, a number of shots you take per day, or what does that kind of look like for you?
I work out after, whatever we do after practice. I always get a workout or shooting workout in after practice. And, that involves a bunch of threes, a bunch of shots on the move. And, sometimes depending on how hard the practice was, I'll tone it down a little bit, but, that stays consistent. After every practice, I get a workout in, and on game days, it's the same thing. I get there early, and depending on the time of the game, I get a workout in, shooting workout. It's the same thing pretty much every time. And so, I can just go in, and I don't have to mentally think about anything. I just shoot, and, my body it just does the same thing over and over. And that's what shooting is. And so at the end of the day, when you get in the game, it's just, your brain's out of it and your body's in it. So.
Mike Pegram.
Hey, Miller, what does it say about this team that you hit your final 3 shots of the game, which is also kind of what happened against Eastern Michigan?
I don't understand your question.
I mean, you hit the final 3 shots on the last 2 minutes, and which is similar to what happened against Eastern Michigan when the game got close. Well, is that a positive sign for moving forward, I imagine?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't get caught up over, really makes or misses at all. I don't want to say they're all the same to me, but I just shoot off feel. If it feels good coming off my hands, and, that's good enough for me, because I know most of the time if that's the case, then, there's a good chance it's going in. So, I'm going to shoot my shots, and I feel like they're all going in, and whether they do or don't, it is what it is. But, if I make 3 in a row or miss 3 in a row, I'm still going to shoot the 4th one with the same confidence and the same, rhythm.
Dustin.
Well, I imagine you've had to go up against him a lot in practice. What's impressed you about Tamar Bates in particular? Just the variety he's already brought to his offensive game.
Yeah, I think with he's really skilled. Off the dribble, he's shifty. I feel like it's when you're guarding lefties, it's always a little different. You got to shade him a different way, but he's got a kind of a flow to his game with the ball that is a little different. It's a little I don't know, it's a little weird, but it's good. It's hard to guard. And so I think offensively, he's got a little more to his game than he's even shown in the 3 games so far. And, I think with the freshman, the biggest thing that I notice, and give him props for, is just being vocal, and he doesn't step out of, his, step out of his place as a freshman in terms of, talking too much and trying to be the leader that, say, Trace is or whatever it may be. But, he's vocal every day in practice. He's vocal in warm-ups during the game. And, he's all about the team and winning. And, that's what I love about him. And I really do like playing with him.
I've got time for one more question, and that's Kevin.
Yeah, Miller, you were a little banged up in camp, I guess, or coming out of the Bahamas. I was wondering if you felt like that possibly set you back the first couple of games of the season. And also, how do you feel like you're progressing in some other aspects of your game in Coach Woodson's system, like switching on defense, rebounding, etc.?
Yeah, the Bahamas, trip was great. And, coming back from that injury, it did set me back. I was out for a while and wasn't able to do much. And so I am still just physically coming back from that. But I don't think that was the case for the first 2 games. I think it's just like, you know, me getting in a flow and a rhythm with the team and the guys. And, you know, I'm only going to improve throughout the season. And, yeah, it's just one of those things where, you know, I still feel like every day I'm getting better.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.